Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Euroman Movie Report, the show where I talk about a movie I have recently watched at my local movie theatre. This week I have watched Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland, yeah, what is there to say about it? It's directed by Brad Bird and written by Brad Bird and Damon Lindelof, and that's not a guarantee for it being a good movie. And I must say that Tomorrowland is a bit... The film begins with the two main characters, played by George Clooney and, what is her name? Britt Robinson. And they are narrating over the intro, and they talk about stuff, and then the movie rewinds back to 1964, where we have a young George Clooney's character, Frank Walker, arriving at this World's Fair, and where he presents that he has built this rocket pack. And he presents it to Hugh Laurie's character called Nix, and he has this little robotic companion, Athena, which he gives young George Clooney this pin with a giant T on it. He's then encouraged to follow them into these tour boats, and then he's transported to this magical land, and where they have these tall glass skyscrapers and robots and stuff like that. And then the movie fast forwards to present day, where we have Britt Robinson, Casey Newton, and you really get the inventor style atmosphere, because she's called Newton after Isaac Newton probably, and she is a bit of a rebel because she wants the government to stop the demolition of the Cape Canaveral space launch platform, because that's where her dad works and something like that. But then she's discovered and thrown into jail, and there she gets one of these pins, and then she touches it, and then she is transported to the same magical land where young George Clooney was in the beginning of the film. And then she travels south to find out more about that pin, and then she is approached by what turns out to be a young Terminator-esque character, Athena, played by Rafi Cassidy, who is, I must say, good at playing this robotic character. Maybe she could star in an upcoming Terminator film when she's a bit older. But she helps her track down Frank Walker, George Clooney, and then they use a lot of contraptions, and then they are hunted by other Terminator-esque robots. And because they want to prevent George Clooney's character from returning to this previously mentioned magical place, Tomorrowland. And then I simply give up, because the movie is very confusing. You do not learn why these robots who are doing what they do, and who have sent them to prevent George Clooney's character from returning into Tomorrowland, and the whole side plot of the story about having a grown man feeling sorry for himself because he discovered that the little girl robot wasn't human. I must say that was a bit weird in my opinion. But anyway, the movie in general, the special effects were somewhat okay. I was very surprised to learn that this movie wasn't released in 3D, because the effects in the movie, in many of the scenes, would have been good in 3D. But the acting in general, yeah, George Clooney, he really he doesn't outdo himself. He's, "Hi, I'm George Clooney," and he is George Clooney. Britt Robinson, she's 25, but she's supposed to be 16, and yeah, it is a bit yeah. So anyway, if I'm gonna rate this film, I will give it 3 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles. Next week I'm gonna watch The Rock versus the Earthquake, and we all know who will win. But until then, have a pleasant weekend, and thanks for watching, and don't forget, if you like this review/movie talk, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to watch any of my previous reviews / movie talks, click the link in the description. Have a pleasant weekend, and I'll see you in my next movie talk. Bye for now.